mochi cake is really popular right now, but unfortunately it's not keto friendly because it's made with rice flour. But I have a solution. We're gonna make up a keto version that is just like the regular. Hi, I'm Annie from KetoFocus.com, and today I've teamed up with ChocZero, and we're gonna show you how to make a keto mochi cake without any rice flour. Let's get started. We've made keto mochi before on this channel. You guys should check out the video. We'll have it down below for you guys. But it's actually quite simple to make and is very similar to traditional mochi. And we can get away with it without using any sort of rice flours or rice, just thanks to a few simple ingredients. In a large bowl, we're gonna start by adding half a cup of inulin powder. Inulin powder is a prebiotic and it's fiber-based. We're also gonna be adding in a 1/4 cup of a low-carb protein powder. Just get whatever brand you want. Make sure it's low in carbohydrates. I'm using unflavored, but you could use vanilla in this recipe as well. You'll also need 1 teaspoon of egg white powder, 1/2 teaspoon of xanthan gum, 1 teaspoon of salt. You wanna whisk that together until it's combined. And then we're gonna slowly add in 1/2 cup of coconut milk. Mix that up until you get these like goopy strings that form. This is going to be that batter that gives us that sort of gooey, dense texture that you would find in a mochi cake. To this, we're gonna add some sweetener. You'll need a 1/4 cup of a sugar-free sweetener. I'm using a monk fruit blend. And then a 1/4 cup of a brown sugar-free sweetener. Again, I'm using a monk fruit blend. At this point, we're gonna add in our chocolate. So I'm using ChocZero's milk chocolate baking chips. This is 3/4 cup that I've melted down. I just melted in the microwave at 30-second intervals, stirring it in between until it's melted. We're gonna add our melted chocolate to this mixture, along with 2 eggs, a 1/4 cup of softened butter, and a teaspoon of vanilla. Mix that together until it's combined. You'll see it just still has that goopy sort of texture. And then we're gonna pour this into a square baking dish that's lined with parchment paper, and then bake it in a 325-degree oven for around 30 to 35 minutes. It'll still kind of be a little wobbly when you pull it out of the oven. You just wanna make sure that it's set on top and it's baked all the way so it forms a puffy top. But as soon as you take it out of the oven, it's going to deflate rather quickly. You wanna let it cool and then pull it out of your baking dish and then cut it into squares. This keto mochi cake is so delicious and it's very similar to the traditional mochi bars that you would find. Make sure you tag us, ChocZero, with all of your photos of your keto mochi cakes.